Hello and welcome to Diego Palace. Now I'm not at Wembley. I was there yesterday, and I am so happy. Chris Palace, IFA Cup winners. That's right. That's right. Welcome to Diego Palace. I hope you're all doing having a wonderful Sunday. This is a match watch along for Chelsea versus Manchester United. And it is still 0-0. It's just kicked off. And but if you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe at Diego Palace. It's going to be an amazing FA Cup final between Chelsea, Manchester United in their Adobe's Women's FA Cup at Wembley just now. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego Palace. Let me put my trophy. I'm going to have to start collecting all these trophies. Please hit like. Oh, actually, you can't see it there. Let me just put it over here so you can see. You've got to see the trophy. You've got to see the trophy. Yeah. Come on. Well done, Crystal Palace. And also, and hello, typical citizens. And I hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping in. And I hope you're still. Oh, my days. I was just absolutely seized. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, it was scenes. I'm still all sort of cloud nine, I suppose. No, I'm really proud of the players, and oh yes, and get well to Mark Gahey. Apparently, he had to go to the hospital. He's got an injury to one of his eyes, so get well, Mark Gahey. And yeah, no, it's just one of those. But yeah, no, it was absolute scenes that all the fans at Wembley, even the ones that were in the fan zone, in the box park, and all over the place. I'm sure everyone was just going absolutely sort of mental. We're all celebrating. It was just absolute scenes. And yeah, no, that's it. Come on, Palace. FA Cup winners. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning. This control, sorry, it's just this control's doing so many things. There we go. And now I was saying, come on, Palace, let's get into Europe. And so good afternoon to Typical Scissors. Hello, my good man. Thank you for dropping in. Well done for yesterday. Yes, thank you very much. Well done to the whole football club. Well done, everyone at Crystal Palace, all the Crystal Palace fans. I think even neutrals were celebrating for Crystal Palace. I have to say, commiserations to the Manchester City side. But they've won so many trophies. Come on, have a day off. Have a day off. But yeah, Damo, good afternoon. Well, there you go. Look, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is in all its glory. They're going to be sold out on Tuesday. No doubt. It's going to be absolute scenes. Listen, it was just needed. I'm still exhausted. I'm still exhausted. I just do you know what I mean? Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Does in there really see Ebrieze celebrating? See Ebrieze still making those moves. Everyone was dancing at the Wembley pitch. It was just scenes. I had predicted 2-0 to Crystal Palace versus Manchester City, but the goal was disallowed, and it was just like that. Good afternoon to LU man. Yes, we've won a trophy. We've got a silver trophy there. So happy for the players. Oliver Glasner has done so well. He's elevated the individual performances of all the players, and I'm sure he'll be the first to say he's not done it his own. All the coaching staff, no doubt, the physios, the people the nutritionists, the medics at Crystal Palace. It's got to be a team effort, and then on top, and we all saw how Crystal Palace does the best T-pose. Arsenal fans out there, take note. Take note, number one. Crystal Palace does the Crystal Palace Ultras. They do the best T-pose. We do the best display at Wembley. Wembley, that's point number one, Arsenal fans. And point number two, Arsenal fans. Arsenal is now the Crystal Palace second home, right? Apparently, because we've won the FA Cup, Crystal Palace, man, have got to go and face still 0-0 between Chelsea and Manchester United. Good start to the game there, I think, for Manchester United. They're holding, containing Chelsea there. But Crystal Palace, because they won the FA Cup, they are going to be playing in the Community Shield. So we're playing Liverpool 1 week before the beginning of the next year's Premier League season. How ironic that the last match of this season is going to be at Anfield between the Liverpool fans that got knocked out by Plymouth Argyle. Arnold Slot got knocked out at the FA Cup by Plymouth Argyle. Think on that, Liverpool fans. Well, Crystal Palace fans, they'll be travelling to Anfield at the end of the season, and we are ready for you, more than ready for you all, at Wembley. I presume the Community Shield is going to be at Wembley, so bring it on. Bring it on, Liverpool fans. I can't do the Scousers accents. Typically, this is a couple of bad decisions for us, but I saw how much it meant to our fans. Listen, typical citizen, I have to agree with you, because what happened is I predicted a 2-0, but the worry for me was not the fact of how Oliver Glasner was going to pick the team, how the players are going to deal with the day itself, given that performance against Aston Villa. And we've all seen how they've been performing away from home at Selhurst Park, and then they turned that home form around. That team spirit. I wasn't worried about that as a Crystal Palace. I was worried because I wanted Crystal Palace, of course, to win the FA Cup. The thing that worried me is, to your point, typical citizen, is the referee decisions. There were some decisions that I thought, and Pep Guardiola moaning at the end of it, moan. No class there, no class there. Do you know what I mean? You've got His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales there, and he's coming out there with a little T-shirt. It's the FA Cup final. It's the FA Cup final. Do you know what I mean? Maybe just standards have just fallen away. I don't know, but it's the FA Cup final. You're the manager of Manchester City, and look how many trophies. Look how much. It's not about what you wear; it's how you carry it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's for me. It's like, well, is he out there training or something? It is what it is. Anyway, but yeah, big up to everybody. And what else? Yeah, so I was worried about the referee decision. And where did they get those 10 minutes extra time at the end? 10 minutes. I thought at the most 7 minimal, or 6 minutes. 6. I said to myself when I was there, about 6-7 minutes tops minimum, and then you might add another minute or so. But 10, where did they get the 10? 10 extra minutes at the end of it. It was just madness. It is what it is. But yeah, it meant so much to the fans. Good afternoon to Jordan Hyman. I hope you're doing well. You free. I don't do collabs, buddy. Jordan Myham, but thanks for asking. I'll probably be live streaming on Wednesday if there is games, but I don't do collabs, buddy. But thanks for asking that. I much appreciate it. Big up to big up to Jordan, but thanks, I appreciate it. Demo 11 says up the fight thinking pad. Yeah, listen, we're all still buzzing from it. It's going to be we all sort of celebrations afterwards from the players and everybody else. And you know what, let me just, before I'm blabbering on here, let's get the match on, because I can't. Let me just get on the BBC iPlayer. Come on. There it is. Come on. Is it just my phone, or is it the Wi-Fi that's just... there it is. Watch live. Go on then. Because I've got TV license. Here we go. It's a great atmosphere there at Wembley. I can see exactly the camera shot where I was sitting yesterday. And it was just absolute scenes. Oh, let me just turn that down in case you guys can hear. Great intensity there by the Chelsea players. Oh, they've actually got Chelsea versus Manchester United. So do I need to change the title then? Do I need to change the title? I don't even know. And Eluman says the vultures are out for your players and the manager. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not surprised. Big up to Eluman. I'm not surprised that Crystal Palace players and even the manager might be attracting interest from other football clubs, not just in the Premier League, but in Europe, in Spain, all over the place. So it's one of those, and not at all surprised by it. They've pushed themselves to the extreme, and they've got themselves a winners medal at Wembley, and not just that. It's a crossroads for Crystal Palace, because what they've done is they've actually been able to win silverware at Wembley, and it's Beavers Jones. They're a very good player there for Chelsea. Trying to deliver the ball in. Oh, she's brilliant at that. Beaver Jones down that right hand side. She always gets in around the opposition left back. She's so good at that. And playing the ball into space. Here comes Beaver Jones into the penalty area. And she has a shot. Oh, my days. And the Manchester United goalkeeper is like having to work very hard there. But yeah, I'm not surprised that. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Please subscribe to each other, support each other in the chat. You man, will you get a clip of you showing celebrations? I have to get a clip and I have to post it. I'm waiting for all the highlights to be done so I don't get done for copyright. I'm not sure what you can show, what you can't show on YouTube. So I tend to just wait until everyone started to do their stuff, and then I just eventually do mine. Good. Static of the Villa. Yeah, it is what it is. It's just mad. I just can't. I just, sometimes I just think, look, I understand that they've won the FA Cup, but it's how they won it as well. We outplayed them. We outplayed them on the pitch, and it's still Pep Guardiola at the end of it, still trying to have a pop at Dean Henderson. It's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And Paddy up against one of the medics over there of the Manchester City squad. Again, absolutely ridiculous. No class. Daniel 90, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting in preparation for your Europa League final. You need to get yourself in mind ready and get your players ready. I think the Manchester United fans will also be getting ready, making sure that their players are back fully fit and up against you lot. And Daniel 90 says, Diego, did you enjoy your first glorious sleep? I didn't really sleep. I was just I just kind of just tired out. I'm still a bit trying to catch up. But listen, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I'm not knocking it to have won the FA Cup. It's and to be there and just to feel and to sense the atmosphere from all the Crystal Palace fans, the Crystal Palace ultras. They were absolutely magnificent. They were brilliant. They're the best of the best. And the whole crowd, and I think if there was neutrals at Wembley or watching from a far field, they would all be they all kind of wanted Palace to get it over the line. You see, Steve Parrish's when they announced it was 10 minutes, the camera zoomed into Steve Parish, and he was like, "What? What's going on? Where did they get this 10 minutes?" sort of thing. It was hilarious, his reactions. They should do a camera on him more often. It's brilliant. It's brilliant TV. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Anyway, Manchester United has a shot there. It goes over the crossbar. Let's have a look at the build-up here. Good build-up play here by Manchester United down the right-hand side. I think that was Bidsed knocking the ball in from a wide position. Ball comes loose after a clearance there by that is a chance. That is a chance for Mark Skinner, the manager of Manchester United. It's Jansen. That was Jansen, the midfielder that she plays in the number 8 position pivot for Manchester United, getting forward there on a loose sort of clearance, half clearance by Chelsea on 19 minutes, but the ball just goes over the crossbar. That was an opportunity. They get it on target. Probably might have gone in. And yeah, I've enjoyed it, Daniel. And then he goes, I'll be honest, I've never seen be more happy in my life to see a team win a trophy than not my club. Yeah, I mean, Manchester City. Look, Pep Guardiola. I'm not going to take anything away from Pep Guardiola and the Manchester City fans. It's not long ago that they won the five trophies. They won the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Premier League, the Champions League, and the World Club Champ. The five trophies in one season. I mean, that's the World Club trophy at the end of it. It's they've been at the heights and they've maintained it for years. Look how many Premier League, how many FA Cups they've won. So it's they just have to rebuild, I suppose, over there, like many other football clubs with very strong trophy pedigrees, if you like. But yesterday. And it's still today. It's still Crystal Palace's day. But at the moment at Wembley, they've the pitch is held up remarkably. And it's there's Chelsea on the attack. Go on, and that's going to be the first goal. Oh, Chelsea nearly scored there on 20 minutes. Hold on, people in the chat. That's what amazing goalkeeping there. And the Colombian Ramirez, Maya Ramirez. And I have to say, the player of the match right now is Tulis Joyce in the Manchester United goal. She's absolutely keeping Manchester United in everything. Look at this ball over to the left-hand side to Maya Ramirez, and she cuts into the right, cuts into the left, and it crosses the ball into the middle. Honestly, it was a shot. And that's good defending as well there. Leon, good defending there by Manchester United and the goalkeeper there as well. That was on 21 minutes. So in 21 minutes, Chelsea had a wonderful opportunity to score. There's Lucy Bronze. And a few minutes ago, Manchester United had an opportunity, just went over the crossbar when Jansen, the midfielder for Chelsea, hit it over the crossbar. So bit of an end-to-end at the moment, and great atmosphere there at Wembley. Great crowd there from Manchester United and Chelsea at Wembley in their Adobe Women's FA Cup. Brilliant sides, both of this. I think for me, Chelsea have got a better squad in depth. Not just actually by far more, but Manchester United are holding their own end. When they get an opportunity, they need to try and score. But yeah, big up to Daniel saying that's a lovely comment there. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of neutrals there that definitely felt the need to see Crystal Palace just get it over the line there. I can see where I was sitting there with the camera shot there. Damos, Boreham Wood, Maidstone Neil. There's so much going on. There's so much, and also there's a Formula One. There's football, all sorts of there, and so it's Boreham 1, Maidstone 1. Let me open a different tab on the actual results for today. That's a good idea. Damn. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe. Oh, earlier on. Oh no, they're still playing. Everton is still winning 2-0. What's going on with the referee here? And you know what? Let me just turn that down a bit because you don't want to hear that. I'll get in trouble. And there's a kickoff at 2:15. West Ham Forest. Still 0-0 here. Chelsea versus Manchester United. I'm going to change the title because everyone's written down. Let me just change it because it's Chelsea. Well, everybody seems to be putting so. Let me just put the same as everybody else. It's 0-0, and it is Manchester United 0-0 Adobe Women's FA Cup live watch along Diego C. Palace. Right, there we go. Let's just save that. Right, I've just changed the title, and it's 0-0 still. Great intensity to this match. Glorious sun out there at Wembley. Great crowd. Great goalkeeping from where's this match? Boreham Wood. Oh yes, I see it. It's the South playoffs promotional final. Maidstone, I don't know enough about that. Uh, but hopefully they can get up. Oh, imagine going that far to try and get into the. Let me just have a look. There's no details on the. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, no, there's no details on the managers there. I'm always intrigued to see the manager. Bournemouth leading 1-0. Claydon has scored on 47 minutes, but um, I can't see any details on the actual players. So let me just go back. Oh, no, I've gone too far. There we go. Please keep hitting the likes. If you can help me get to 5 likes, that would be amazing. Good afternoon to Alex Deason. Good luck to you. It's your Sunderland playoff against Sheffield United. Everyone that well, not everyone, but the few fans that I've spoken about Sunderland and Sheffield United, they're kind of like all going to the edge. They want Sunderland to get to the Premier League so we can see Newcastle versus Sunderland and Sunderland versus Newcastle next season. It's just brilliant. I mean, as a neutral, it's just brilliant to see. I expect you looking forward to that. So good luck to you. And Alex Dixon says, good afternoon, Diego, and congratulations on Palace winning the FA Cup. Yeah, no, Alex, it was just absolute scenes. If you do get yourself to Wembley, just have a great time. And it's just an amazing feeling just winning at Wembley. The way the players celebrated, the way everyone at the club celebrated, the way the fans went absolutely mental. And you can sense the atmosphere here between. This is what I have a lot of respect for the Chelsea women's football fans and the Manchester United women's fans. There's a strong backing for the Chelsea women's team. I met a lot of them. Not this WSL season. This has gone back the year before that, when Laura Kaminsky was the manager, and I went to the FA Cup fixture for that year, 23-24 season, and on the tube on the train there, I met a lot of the Chelsea fans, and it was just brilliant. It was just we had great banter, and yeah, there's a strong following for the Chelsea women's football team, not just on home. They fill up nearly there and thereabouts the bridge. Great numbers there. It wouldn't surprise me if there's near max capacity there at Wembley today. I just couldn't do 2 Wembley days in one weekend. And there's Chelsea. It's just about defending for Manchester United, and if they can, trying to get the ball, maybe play it wide and go out, especially down that right-hand side for Manchester United, and then whipping the ball in if they can. But Chelsea are very good on the ball, 1-touch, 2-touch football, distributing the ball. It's Baltimore. She has a shot. It goes wide. It was always going wide. I think the keeper had it covered there. On 27 minutes, Baltimore's a very good footballer. I've seen her play against my Crystal Palace, and she just doesn't stop running. She's just absolutely, and her technique as well, running at pace with the ball. And yeah, look out for her. She's a brilliant player. I'm sure the Chelsea players are. Chelsea fans are very very used to her efforts on the pitch. She contributed a lot for the team, and she just keeps on going. She must be a nightmare to defend against. I've certainly seen that with Crystal Palace up against them. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And YouTube census, I saw you going crazy after the Palace had scored via the BBC. Yeah, no, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know. I mean, we were celebrating like until the cows came home. We were like, celebrating. And then after like a few minutes, I could feel the phone, because obviously I'm holding it to record stuff, but I could feel the phone going off, and it was going off. And then also the individuals standing around me, word got out, so their phones started to go off, and like we were going, like, what's going on? If you ever go to Wembley, before you go, but anyway, so the phones went off anyway. I just got to remember something. I'll tell you guys. And about Wembley, there's free Wi-Fi, and if you get there early, in the section K, so just right off Bobby Moore's entrance. So they're all lettered. So the letter K, there's a gentleman's and there's a ladies and a gentleman's, and you can go in there if you get there too early. So if you're walking around Wembley, and you've got your pass, but you're about an hour and a half too early, if you need to use the toilet, just ask one of the stewards and they'll tell you there is actually a toilet before you go into the stadium, on the concourse outside, and on the walk bit outside, we can, the bit outside, the sort of the balcony outside, if you like. So there is toilets there, and also if you go to the Bobby Moore entrance, if you just stand there without going in, you can pick up the Wi-Fi there. So there's free Wi-Fi at Wembley, so well recommended. You don't have to pay. I suppose it helps if you've got a ticket there. I suppose, I don't know, but no, I didn't pay for it. So yeah, no, absolutely buzzing. But yeah, no, it was mad. A lot of people were saying you're Sky, you're on the BBC, and now everyone on the social media has picked it up, and they're showing us. It wasn't just me, everyone, but the camera seemed to zoom into me. They did Ebreze's goal, then they went to Oliver Glasner, and then straight after Oliver Glasner, they zoomed into me and the fans that were sitting, but they zoomed in. I didn't realise that. I was like, oh, come on, really? I did the watch along last night for the match of the day. There's a player down injured for Manchester United. I think it's left leg, because she's receiving treatment to her left leg. And when that happens, then the players are able to go over to, of course, the Chelsea players are able to go over to Sonia Bombasta, and the Manchester United players can now go over to Mark Skinner. And there you could see Hampton talking to the referee, and we gave Hampton so much stick. And then she gave it back to us. She was brilliant. She's got a great sense of humour. I thought it was brilliant. The Palace fans, we were giving her so much stick, and then right at the end, she gave it right back to us, and it was just brilliant. It was just good. We Palace have the worst days. Yeah, we've had the worst day. Listen, we need to move on. The Crystal Palace fans, the way we celebrated at Wembley, Aston Villa, and semi-finals, and then what they did in the finals, and it's credit to the club. It's credit to the club. As I say, all the people behind the scenes. You don't get, there is doctors, there's medics, there's physios, there's nutritionists. I expect everyone that puts all the communications. Oh, the Glazers are at Wembley. The Glazers are at Wembley. So that's one of the brothers of the Glazers, and the Glazers are at Wembley, and so it's let me just, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Diego C. Palace. Let me just send this there, and 1 minute. Sorry, I just said something. I better not say anything. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. There's Mark Skinner there. You see what I mean? Look, Mark Skinner there, the Manchester United manager. Okay, he's not wearing a shirt, but at least put a blazer on. I don't know, just look a bit presentable, smart casual. But there you had Pep Guardiola yesterday, and he's only just wearing a t-shirt, like he's gone down to Primax, and on the way back, his cup is getting half a pound of potatoes, and and a pasta sauce or something. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? You're at Wembley. You're the manager of Manchester City. You got Royal Highness Prince of Wales there. Do you know what I mean? Show a bit of respect. Anyway, that's why I see it. I'm just a bit old school. Do you know what I mean? Standards have fallen. Please keep hitting the likes. If you can help me get to 10 likes, that'll be amazing. We Crystal Palace the worst. Yeah, we've had the worst days. Listen, we got to look forward, and let's see. There was an interview. Go and check it out with Sky Sports and Steve Parish afterwards, and he kind of had a few words on what may be coming down the road. There's a few things that obviously the club has to do internally, given the magnificent achievement of winning the 2025 Emirates FA Cup, and obviously the club has to adjust to that, and how it affects the club with inward investment, and what happens in the structure of Crystal Palace, and what I expect happens consequently, and how it will affect the football fans, sponsors, all that kind of thing. There's so much to go, so they're going to have to do their stuff in the next few days, and It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. Daniel says football won yesterday. I need to. Yeah, thank you. I agree, and it reminded me of fans around the world why football is the best sport in the planet. Absolutely, Daniel. And that's what it's about. I mean, look, you've got here a strong presence and a great atmosphere at Wembley. Manchester United versus Chelsea versus Manchester United. Doesn't matter which one it's versus, I suppose. And there's great ball there in there by Kira Walsh. Kira Walsh is, if you're talking about the lionesses, she's my favourite. Um, tactical, technical, and what she does on the ball, off the ball, she's just the best that she is. And how Kira Walsh never got nominated for a Ballon d'Or for the women's side, I'll never know. Well, even when she was at Barcelona. Um, she's just unplayable as a midfielder for me. Whether she plays on the 8 or whether she plays a bit more of an attacking midfielder like she's doing today as well, a little bit. She just courses the opposition centre halves and left backs or right backs, all sorts of problems. This is what Kira Walsh does, and she can pick a pass. Oh my days, can Kira Walsh pick a pass? And she doesn't have to think about it. She doesn't need to be told about it. She just does it instantly. This is Baltimore for Chelsea taking a corner. She's I'm surprised that she doesn't start more often for the England Lionesses, Baltimore. But obviously there's a pecking order there, I suppose. Yeah, definitely, Daniel. Football won yesterday, and it's winning right now at Wembley. We've got the Adobe Women's FA Cup. As I said about 5 or 10 minutes ago, there immense support for the Chelsea women's team and immense support by for the Manchester United women's. Manchester United are currently the FA Cup holders. They won against Tottenham Hotspur last season, this time last year, and Chelsea are going. Obviously, they're invincible this year, and of course they didn't. That's another opportunity there for Beaver Jones there, and I'm going to give player of the match for the first half, and we're only 36 minutes to the Manchester United goalkeeper because literally at times she's not getting any protection from her defenders, and they've got good defenders there: Letitia, Turner, Mannion, George in front of her with Jansen and Mira White, Mira Wasa. No, I pronounced that Mija Miyazawa in the midfield pivot for Manchester United. I got there eventually. Still not probably said it right, but yeah. So player, watch out. The player at the moment for Manchester United for me is Tulis Joyce, and for Chelsea, um, I'm giving it to Baltimore. Baltimore's driving, but both Baltimore and Beaver Jones, I will say those two are the ones that have caught my eye in the first half for Chelsea, and what they're trying to do. But at the moment, it's still 0-0. Chelsea nil, Manchester United nil. 37 minutes into it, and oh, is that a penalty? Oh, that was that. Oh, the assistant referee is giving the free kick the other way. Is there VAR in the final? There's no VAR. Oh, there is VAR. Sorry, I tell you right. I do apologise. There is because there's a referee and there is VAR. Assistant VAR referee is Peter Banks. So that I think there is VAR. I don't know. They'll have to have a look at that. Anyway, yeah, definitely, Daniel. It wins. It wins. Football's winning at the moment, and look, Manchester City have won so many things. I've not. I put for me, I put Alatoni on my thumbnail, and I don't know if she's recovering from a knock or something, but I would always start her. Certainly in the final. She's a big time player. She plays in these occasions. The only thing I can think of is then she must be trying to recover maybe from an injury. So I don't know if Ella's all right. And also, yeah, Mark Gay, he get better because he's been taken to hospital. Good afternoon to Steve ROC. I hope you're doing well. Big ups to Steve and Chelsea, Manchester United teams. play each other not long ago. Yes, I think they did. And Chelsea just got a result, didn't they? Let's have a look. Big up to no, it was Chelsea. Yeah, it was 1-0. Yeah, I got it here now. It was just 1-0. And they've become they haven't lost this season. I don't think Chelsea lost in the WSL, so they're invincible. Sonny Bombassi, but they've got such an amazing, and they've still got injured players at Chelsea. The squad in there that they've got is just absolutely formidable. But yeah, big up to Steve there. The dog is in the house. Big up to the dog. Big up to the Eagles. Just because you've been on TV and you're famous now, don't forget me. Everyone else is. Hello. Big up to the dog. Yeah, no, listen, I'm not famous. We're talking about famous. It was just absolute scenes. Everyone was just celebrating yesterday, and it was just mad. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at dazn Palace. Palace will remember this for a long time. Oh, listen, Steve, that's an understatement what you're saying, but very important. I think a lot of people that have been following the club a lot longer than I have, back into the same, even 60s, 70s, most of the 80s, they know the pain that they've gone through. They know the chapters in their lives as Crystal Palace fans, what they've had to endure. People that have worked at the club through those periods to the present, they know, they're the ones that really understand. That it's just believing that they can get it over the line. I think that's just a heartbreak, really, of emotions. Certainly yesterday, and it still is right now. And the dog says Max Verstappen has taken the early in F1. I haven't been able. Yeah, is it on right now? Oh Lord, yeah. Now you know what? After I did the thumbnail, somebody's down injured. This is not good for Chelsea. Let me go to Sky Sports. Sky Sports is the best at Formula One. Is it practice now? I don't even know what the schedule is. Let me have a look at the schedule quickly. Well, because Beaver Jones is down injured for Chelsea, which is crucial for them. And they have got replacements on the bench. Like, oh my days, it's Chelsea, but she's vital for them. The medical people I think they're looking at her right foot. Oh, I know what's happened. I think she kicked the player, the opposition. You know when you go to hit to strike the ball, and then the opposition player puts their foot in the way, and you actually kick, the foot or the ankle of the opposition. And so Beaver Jones, that's what's happened. But I think she's going to run it off. I think she won't be substituted. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Yes, the Emilia Romagna. And is that a penalty? Oh, I think they've given a penalty. Don't let the FA Cup be decided on a penalty, please. But if it is, it is. I need to see a replay. Cuthberg has been chopped up. And now there's another injury to another Chelsea player, and she's having a listen. Let's have a look. Oh, I think I can see that given. Is that? No, I don't think so. She's gone down. That's a soft penalty. I can see the penalty given. She did hit. The Cuthberg was hit with the knee of the position, and she left a trailing leg. It just, her kneecap touched it. Oh, and when you look at it in slow motion, there's nothing wrong with Cuthberg, but she has been fouled in the penalty area. This is heartbreaking. This will be heartbreaking for Manchester United if they now concede a penalty. I think it's a penalty. When is the Grand Prix? The Grand Prix on air starts at 2:00. Oh, they've started already. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to give that one a miss, but big up to the dog on that. If you want to update, definitely. But after I'd done the thumbnail, I thought, oh, yeah, the Formula One's going to be on now. But I just, my head is actually just, it needs to rest still, although I just kind of slept a little bit last night. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Please help me get to 10 likes. Thank you for getting me over 5 likes. Good afternoon. Oh, no, Steve, I missed one. Steve Harris says Astana win 2-0. Is it a penalty? It is a penalty. Astana win 2-0. They go 2 points behind Kairat, who play 4 p.m. and 4 behind Adobe in the first place. Kairat wins, take them top. So if they win, they take top. Baltimore, I told you Baltimore was having an effect in the first half. It was Beaver Jones down the left and Baltimore on the right. And Baltimore is taking a penalty. She's readying herself for the penalty. She strikes her bottom left-hand corner. She's not going to miss. She's a very good footballer. She's brilliant. And Chelsea go over to celebrate there with Baltimore. And there's Kufberg talking to Sonia Bombasta in how they won that penalty. She got the Chelsea fans are celebrating there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace. The Chelsea fans are all waving their blue flags. This is from Wembley yesterday. This was, and they're giving the waving the blue flags. And behind the goal was actually Manchester United fans waving the red flags, trying to put off Baltimore. Baltimore's a very experienced player. And great crowd there at Wembley. And then the Chelsea fans all celebrating there, the Chelsea win there. So, there's some celebrities there. Serena Williams, best ever tennis player there, watching the football there. Brilliant to see. Good afternoon to Ozan Babak. Good afternoon. Yes, he played centre back. Have you recovered from all the facilities? Not really. I'm still a bit but a happy I'm a happy person, believe me. It's just mad. It's just a brilliant feeling. I just can't describe it. To win the first FA Cup, to see it done in front of you, and to just see the Crystal Palace ultras, the Crystal Palace fans celebrating, everyone that works at a football club celebrating, the chairman, Chief Parish there, to see the close-up view of him when they announced it was 10 minutes of extra time. It was up there. Like all of us, we were all like losing. We like, oh my days, come on. Where did they get those 10 minutes of extra time? It was just seen. I've seen the clip on I've seen the clip on on the BBC. I expected the same camera shot. I don't think they have a different camera for different. It's just they air it. So and it's the producer that is the producer that she tells what does the shots. But when Eze scored, Sky Sports showed you, as you kept saying, I told you. There you go. You saw it. That's what I was saying. Because I knew Eze will get it over the line. So a lot of people out there who had doubts on Ebri Eze, and I never doubted it. Ebri Eze signed my shirt, this one here in the background here, last season. And you can actually see it there. It's got his number on it. And I was just so humbled about just him doing that. I was just like, Ebri Eze holding my T-shirt and then just signing it at the end of the season. They were. I was just like, that's mad. I can't remember what I said to him. I said, that's just mad. That's just mad. But it took a few seconds after last season, and so I was really pleased with that. And during the season, Ebri Eze was trying to wear off a foot injury. And everyone was saying, he's got bad form and he's not doing what he should be doing. And then he was dropped from the England and all that jazz. But I never gave up on Ebri Eze. And he's a believer. He knows what he is. He knows what he believes in. And on the pitch, he shows the world what he can do, both playing for England and for his club, Crystal Palace. Now, Thomas Tuchel, I sincerely hope that you were at Wembley yesterday and not working from home. So, Thomas Tuchel, if you see that performance from the likes of Dean Henderson, if you see those performances from Ebrieze, I expect you to act accordingly from what you saw, and put them on the pitch. They have to start for England, in my opinion. Anyway, here Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0. A difficult. They're in injury time, but it's a difficult decision there. Um, um, it was a difficult. It is a penalty. It's a soft penalty for Chelsea, but Cuthbert was fouled. You can't leave a trailing leg and with your kneecap hit a defender, because in a penalty area they're going to go down, and it's part of the game. And the free kick going in here in injury time, and don't tell me Chelsea are going to get another penalty here. Oh, don't give me that. Cuthbert has gone down. I bet you the Manchester United fans are saying, why is Cuthbert just going down every second when it comes in the penalty area? Is that another penalty? Let's have a look. Do you know what? I think this is more of a penalty than the other one, because Clinton has actually pushed her in the back there as she's about to head of the ball. The other one, I think it was just the knee just rubbed on the waist of Cuthbert. I don't. But when you look at it on slow mo, it definitely looks more as a penalty. But I think it's a soft penalty. And but Chelsea are leading 1-0 at halftime. It is halftime now. And oh yeah, you know what? I didn't update the scores. Coming back to the chat, I need to update the scores on the but a great Wembley final, Adobe Women's FA Cup, and Baltimore scoring a penalty. For me, the player for Chelsea of the first half, for me, West Ham have kicked off. It's 0-0 there. We'll go into that in a little bit. And for me, the player for why have I got two streams open here? Sorry, I just got to get this right. For me, for Chelsea, the player of the match, it was between Baltimore and Beaver Jones. I'm giving it to Baltimore because she stood up there and she took the penalty really well. She was facing the Manchester United fans behind the goal, and she took that penalty really well. And it's Alex Scott there. I saw her yesterday. I've done a few photographs of her. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Farah Williams, she was an amazing player in her days. Absolutely amazing football player. And let me just turn that down for a minute. And Ozan says, wait a minute, what have I done here? I told you. That's what I was doing. That's what I was saying. I says, I told you. We'll score and we'll get it. My prediction was 2-0 to Crystal Palace yesterday. And Ellen White, yeah, she was brilliant for England. I remember seeing her in the Lionesses back in the day. Brilliant player. And what's his dog? Lerma was really poor when he came on yesterday. The dog is just, listen, you're not going to do it. But big up to you. Says poor yesterday. And I think Munoz was terrible for not staying outside for the onside for the second goal. He was onside, man. It was just, stop it. Daniel Munoz got man of the match. I think it was awarded by Alan Shearer. So it's just one of those. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego Palace. They both did absolutely wonderful. Daniel Munoz and Jefferson Lerma. Look at that. That is what you call a number at the back of the shirt. So well done, Jefferson Lerma, and well done, Daniel Munoz, yesterday. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Palace play the next league on Tuesday. To beat Man City, you must be in your best. Yeah, listen, it's going to be a little, but we've got it's Wolves in it. I think it is Wolves on Tuesday night. But it's all going to be about the celebration on Tuesday. Yeah, no, I'm going to have a few drinks there. It's going to be brilliant. Big up to Steve, says 7 likes. Please help me get to 10 likes. And I think the second challenge on Cuthbert was more of a penalty. I don't Yeah, you just can't put your leg across like that because there was contact by the defender. Then you've got to give it. But a brilliantly, very well taken goal there by Baltimore. And look at her celebration. She's absolutely, she's just great run up, boom, and send the goalkeeper the wrong way. And for that, for Manchester United, the best player on the pitch for Manchester United was Tulis Joyce, the Manchester United goalkeeper. Oh yeah, Tuchel was there. Oh, he was there, right? Okay, because if I heard that he was working from home on FA Cup final, P45, mate. They showed him in the executive box wearing a suit and tie. Oh, so he was actually made an effort. Pep Guardiola didn't make an effort because I know he likes to wear his tracksuit bottoms, but for goodness sake, you're representing England, and you got His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales there. Don't just be respectful. If you're new to the channel, right, that's the ball out by Hampton. Lucy Bronze knocks it on. Beaver Jones goes down the right hand side. She crosses. She goes out wide. She's brilliant getting it. And that's when that was that early opportunity. Great save by Tulis Joyce there in the Manchester United goal there. Yeah. So thanks for letting us know that, Ozan. Appreciate it. Diego, the big question, will you be going to European away nights? If I can, if I've got the time and if I can afford it, it has to be done. I have to be able to do that. So it's just going to be scenes. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe. If you can help me get to 10 likes, it's Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0 at halftime. I'm just going to pour myself a drink because I am very thirsty. Do you know what? I haven't done the I'm gonna go toilet. Yeah, it's halftime. I'm gonna come back. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm just gonna go to toilet break. Right, so halftime. Probably by the time I finish doing this, it'll be halftime. It's Chelsea. Halftime is Chelsea 1-0 Manchester United. Great atmosphere there at United. Why is it in capitals? Oh, never mind. And then back in 5 minutes. A small break. Oh, give me 2 minutes. I'm just going to go toilet. Actually, that's the toilet. I'm just thinking, when you do talk for an hour and you don't take a drink, I can't do water to that. I need to sort of get on the pop. And I think Chelsea would be ruined. Remember that in the FA Cup when the Crystal Palace manager just came in the WSL at Crystal Palace, Leif Gunnar Semmerud. I think it was his second game in charge of the Crystal Palace women's team. And his second team was to play against Chelsea in the FA Cup this year, in this FA Cup competition. And it was a away fixture at Meadow Park. And I think he only had like 4 or 5 substitutes available to him. So he had injured players. It's just, but the players, the Crystal Palace women players, they held Chelsea from scoring from open play. And right at the end, Crystal Palace nearly got an equaliser to take it into injury time. So Herbs there. Vlogging, I don't know. Let's say what? Vlog in, I don't know. Let's say Poland or Serbia. It'll be an incredible match. Yeah, it'd be mad if I could do it. It's Mary Earps there. Great to see her back commentating. I like the way that Mary talks about football. And of course, when she plays for the Lionesses, she's just a leader by example there. Um, but great to see her back there. Back in 5 minutes. Yeah, yeah, it'll be means I can't wait to see it, to feel it. Right, I'll be back in. Give me about 3 minutes. I'll be back in. Brilliant. Thank you very much for still hanging in there. Just had to go for a little break. Um, Brilliant first half in the Adobe Women's FA Cup between Chelsea and Manchester United. You could feel the atmosphere at Wembley. I've said it before. The Chelsea football fans that support their women's team, it's immense. It's strong, and they turn out in numbers. And also the Manchester United football fans for the women's football team as well. Remember that Manchester United are the current FA Cup holders, but they're looking to get. I think there's more goals, and I think in the second half, um, Mark Skinner will maybe introduce Elatoni, perhaps Sandberg as well, Kendall as well. So it's got a few options there. He might change. He might do like he might probably wait until about 65, 70 minutes as usual, and make a triple substitution. But it'll be interesting to see the first 5 or 10 minutes in the start of the second half to see if then maybe they can catch Chelsea a little bit cold. And but it's great to see near. I think it's probably a sold. I think it is a sold out at Chelsea. Great to see Serena Williams, um, the best women's ever tennis player, um, there at Wembley with her family watching the women's Adobe Women's FA Cup final there at Wembley. Great to see her. Absolutely love her, Serena Williams. Um, and it's just great to see her. I think she's an amazing role model, Serena Williams. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And Bournemouth was back in the National League. So I'm a bit old school. I remember back in the day it was called the Vauxhall Conference. So it sounds to me that they've come out from that, and now Division 3. They're now in the League 3 or League 2. They're probably in League 2 now. I think so. So congratulations to them. So it looks like they're through. Big up to Damo. And did that end? Let me go back to the so does that mean now oh, it's finished, yes. 1-0 against Maidstone United. So congratulations to them. And there might even be a Chelsea loanee player, maybe. Or I bet you it wouldn't surprise me if there'd be Crystal Palace scouts checking out in that playoff finals. I expect the scouting teams now in all football clubs are in extra gear now, at sort of watching what's going on with these players. So, and Ozan says, imagine Diego seeing a vlog in Kabul or Kazakhstan. It'll be absolute scenes. I mean, it'll just be scenes, man. It'll have to be. I think it'll have to be more than a weekend so that you actually experience and take in the city of Baku as an example, and you learn about a little bit of the feel of the culture of the city. It's going to be scenes. The Crystal Palace fans, I hope we get good ticket allocation and we get an opportunity to go out there. And if I can't make it, because if I can't afford it or whatever, or if I'm too busy, then I'll be watching it or doing a live stream, I suppose, whatever. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And its second half has just kicked off. Oh, let me just get the I'm blabbering on here, and let's see how the second half is now kicked off. I'm expecting more goals. Right, let's see how they've started in the second half. Why is it not? It's not playing. Here we go. Here we go. Mark Skinner there talking with his coaching staff there. What's happening? I missed something here. Is it a drop ball here for Hampson? Big up to Joe Ward. I hope he starts on Tuesday night. Well, I think he probably will, because Mark Gahey was taken to hospital after the game at the FA Cup final. I hope he's doing well. For those of you who don't know, Mark Gahey sustained an eye injury, so he's been receiving treatment for that now, following the FA Cup final. And it's good defending there by Millie Bright there. I can't see this. There it is. It's difficult. It must be difficult. Here is now a free kick now for Manchester United. We're about 22 yards in front of in front of the Chelsea. I told you this. So look, there has been a substitution at half time here, and so Cuthbert, great defending by Cuthbert. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Yeah, Tunis has come on, and Clinton crossing the ball in for Manchester United. Yeah, I agree with what the commentator's saying there. Great intensity and great approach by Manchester United here in the second half. If you're new to the channel, please keep hitting the likes. Oh, thank you for the 10 likes. Thank you for the 10 likes. Thank you for the 10 likes, everyone. And that means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I'm going to make a little sandwich, actually, while I'm doing this. Ramirez going forward for Chelsea down the right-hand side. And much better start. And as I said before the start of the second half, I said it'll be interesting to see how Chelsea respond to Manchester United starting the second half. Lucy Bronze, they're going to take a throw in for Chelsea here. And oh, there's a foul there on the Chelsea player. And the Chelsea players keep on, or they are getting fouled, but they keep going down injured. And the Manchester United players are saying a yellow card for Leah Galton. Exactly, I agree with the commentator, because what are you supposed to do with your arm? What are you supposed to do with the arm? It's like she was nutmegged, but her arm is her arm. Her arm is there. What are you going to do with your arm? Like remove it while you're defending? Excuse me. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Lucy Bronze looks injured. Lucy Bronze looks like she's trying to shake off an injury here. Baltimore's taking the free kicks. And back post. I think Lucy Bronze might get substituted because she's kind of trying to run off. I mean, Lucy Bronze won't come off. She's an absolute soldier out there. And there's nearly a breakaway here. Good transition from defense for attack for Manchester United. Great transitional play there from Grace Clinton. Gets the ball, and Chelsea were outnumbered there, but great recovery there by Chelsea. Guillermo, please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. So watch along now between Manchester United. I'm just making some food here. If you know, you know. Just a little bit of remember to eat and to drink while you watch your football. Nothing wrong with that. I didn't have time to eat or drink yesterday while I was watching the final at Wembley, where the final is today of the Adobe Women's FA Cup. This is much better for Manchester United. Go on. Clinton. Goal. Oh, it's a goal. It's a goal, surely. Oh, great goalkeeping by Hampton. And that is two saves from Hannah Hampton in the Chelsea goal. Great receiving the ball there. One touch on the half volley. Boom. And she couldn't get much power on it. Oh, no. Manchester United. Oh, no, that's okay. They're defending. Okay, they got the ball. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. So, Anna Hampton there in the Chelsea goal, following the half break, having to make two crucial saves. This referee keeps giving yellow cards to the Manchester United players. They must be like on 4 yellow cards now. What's going on with this referee? Is this referee a Chelsea fan or something? I'm a neutral here, but it's like it's a contact sport. And okay, no, that is a foul. She pulled her back. She pulled her shirt back. She knocked over. Grace Clinton there getting a yellow card, but this referee is giving out yellow cards Oh, it's only 2 yellow cards. I thought it was the fourth one. It kind of feels that way. It's not like that type of game. Now, I have to say, the first 6 minutes of the start of the second half, great start by Manchester United here in the Adobe Women's FA Cup. At the moment, it's Chelsea 1, Manchester United nil. But now Chelsea looking to get back in control. But I think there's going to be a Manchester United goal because they've got a wonderful way of transitional from defence to attack, and they know they can get at Chelsea. They've had two occasions today on the second half, and Hampton has had to make it's offside. It's offside. That's offside. It's offside. Yeah. So I think Manchester United players need to keep on believing that they can get in. They down the left on the right hand side. There's Mark Skinner there with his coaching staff, perhaps looking to do another substitution. The referee has finally given a card to a Chelsea player. Cuthbert has received a yellow card. I'm sure the Manchester United fans will be saying, at last. Because literally, this referee is only giving out yellow cards to the Manchester United players. I'm a neutral and I can see it. I reckon the referee and the officials, you know what I mean? Great defending there by Manchester United there, by Jansen, cutting out that forward ball there falls towards Marias. If Forest, big up to Steve, Forest win. Oh yeah, what's going on there? Let's have a little look. Please keep hitting the like. There's football going everywhere. The Formula One is on at the moment, but I just I can normally not multitask. Oh, Mires. Oh, nearly. Nottingham Forest are leading 1-0. Nottingham Forest are leading 1-0 against West Ham United. So Manchester City fans, they won't be happy with that. I expect Chelsea fans won't be happy with that. Nottingham Forest, Morgan Gibbs-White has finally started to score goals. He's been getting himself into many opportunities in the last game. He actually finally scored. Breaking news there. On 11 minutes, it's Nottingham Forest 1-0 away at Upton Park. And this is the Gabby George put the ball there. Good football here from Manchester United down that left-hand side. What does that do to the table over there? Quickly, let's have a little look. And with that, at the moment, Nottingham Forest. Oh, I don't know yet. I'll have to wait and see. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Much better from Manchester United here at the start of the second half. And Samson has had to make a couple of very ball crossing. George and good goalkeeping from Hampton. And yeah, no, that was too close to the keeper, that cross. But good, they're putting themselves forward, Manchester United. So they just need a bit of quality in that last third for Manchester United. And ask a serious question of Hampton in the Chelsea goal. But at the moment, when Chelsea get the ball, they like to pass the ball to each other in space just wearing out the opposition from getting the ball. One touch football passing here in the Chelsea half. Lucy Bronze, Millie to Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze unable to get the ball upfield, and she has to put the ball out for a throw in there. And there is a Chelsea substitution coming on. Martina Macario, the Spanish international. She looks like she's coming. The squad in depth that Chelsea have is just, it's just ridiculous in comparison to other teams. But Manchester United, to their credit, they're only 1-0 down. And Bronze, Chelsea defending in a half. Kira Walsh and admit Beaver Jones now with the ball, crosses the border to Gerner, and now Ramirez throwing now for Chelsea, just going past the halfway line here. Please keep hitting the likes. West Ham has not had a season expect from them. Yeah, I mean, but the way they beat, I didn't realise that they recently beat Manchester United, and now and West Ham United are above both Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United in the Premier League. And West Ham have had a bad season in the men's. Great ball out to Lucy Bronze on the right hand side here at the Adobe Women's FA Cup, and that's it. Lucy Bronze couldn't get back on the loose ball. And what great tracking back there by Lucy Bronze. This is what I'm telling you. And she's been, and this is what I'm talking about. The Manchester United player has been fouled. Is down injured. Lucy Bronze made it back. She's recovering because she's trying to shake off an injury. And she's actually, Lucy Bronze is checking on the Manchester United player. And she's even signaling to the referee that they need to stop the football. It's not a head injury, but yeah, she's in pain. It's her ribs. She's holding her ribs. Yeah, no, the welfare and the well-being of the players has to come first. It's just the way she landed. Lucy Bronze won the ball back. She lost the ball. She tracked back. This is their energy. This is how important Lucy Bronze is for Chelsea and for the England Lionesses. Lucy Bronze landed horribly, and I think it's the ribs. She's holding her ribs. It's the way she landed. You can see it's horrible way she landed. And now the players can now talk to Mark Skinner and, of course, to Sonia Bombasta. There might even be a substitution here at half-time. Diego, overall thoughts of Kamada as a player? Well, bad and good. It didn't work out for him when he landed there. And Oliver Glasner had difficulty fitting him in either in the midfield or out wide and then drifting into the midfield. He kept on losing the ball unnecessary, and that kind of got up the backs of the Crystal Palace fan, including myself. And throughout the season, he played Will Hughes or Adam Walton and Jefferson Lerma in the number 8 position. But in the semi-finals, he surprised everyone, Oliver Glasner, and he brought in Daichi Kamada, and you can't knock it. The performance of Daichi Kamada in the semi-finals and in the final, you got to acknowledge it. He done his role well. Malol is coming on for Manchester United. Might be coming on, but yeah, no, I'm pretty. I got a selfie with Daichi Kamada. There's the Glazers. There's the Barada. So that's other Manchester United directors, Dave Guild and Jelson Wilcox there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Now, with this injury now to Manchester United, there's Millie Bright talking to her players there in a huddle, whilst hey, good Good afternoon to the Normality channel with Ryan Taylor. Big up to you. Manchester United injury list cannot list cannot be longer. This is what I'm talking about. Credit to Manchester United here, starting in the second half. If you're talking about the women's match here, well, actually in the men's side as well, they have incurred a lot of injuries. And do you know what? Mm, Let me just check something. Did they finish in the I'm not sure. All right, 1 minute. Let me just check something here. Tables, um, uh, women's Super League. Yeah, Manchester United. Credit to Manchester United. They've landed in the Champions League, so knocking out Manchester City, because it's the top three in the WSL that go through. Of course, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United. I thought they had gone through to the Champions League. Now Galton is receiving treatment, but when you land really awkwardly and you land on your ribs, and your ribs kind of have like a bit of trauma attached to them, it's a tough one, let alone going on the pitch and running for another sort of 40 or 30 minutes at Wembley. And there's Chelsea now. Oh no, it's an own goal. Oh my God, they nearly scored an own goal, Manchester United, but it's not an own goal. And credit to Manchester United here. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Chelsea's corner, Benton Edgeable, and Toboli at Wembley. Oh, so they're there as well. The cameras have only picked up the Manchester United, one of the Glaziers. I don't know enough about Manchester United. I don't know which one is which, because I know there's two brothers. But all the Manchester United directors are there, and so it's interesting to see. But this will be a please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. For me, both Chelsea and Manchester United, the fan bases for both of these two teams are demonstrating the atmosphere. He just went left on the post. Not sure if the Manchester United keeper had it covered. I think she was actually beaten. But it would, because it's an own goal. But they survived their Manchester United. Great start to the second half by Manchester United, in my opinion. The intensity off the ball, Tony coming on at half time. But Chelsea are now with Vicario, Spanish international here. Oh, he's crossing it into the penalty area. Oh, my days. Oh, is that another penalty? Chelsea fans are asking for another penalty. Oh, my days. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Diego, I don't know about you, but the new WSL logo remaining the WSL is bad enough ahead of next. Listen, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. Do you know what? They couldn't decide because there was talk that there was talk that they will merge it all, WSL 1 and WSL 2. And I'm not just saying that because obviously Crystal Palace got relegated. The endeavour, the want and need or desires of the Crystal Palace women is formidable. They may have got relegated, but I think that we've got the best team when it comes to togetherness. They've gone through a lot. They are going through a lot right now, the Crystal Palace women's team. So good luck to Leif Gunnar Sommerud there, and in his new challenge. So Crystal Palace have to address that as an example. So it's not just because we've had the Crystal Palace team, the transitional from the amazing Laura Kaminsky, who's now the manager at Atletico Madrid, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations to Laura there. So there's been a lot of trauma affected at the Crystal Palace women's team. So this talk about the WSL perhaps being merged from WSL 1, now WSL 2, or was then called the Barclays Championship. I think it needs to happen. But obviously they didn't get it over the line. But I think it needs to happen, not because Crystal Palace women's team has been relegated. It's because the scope of inward investment that comes into football clubs, in my opinion, as a Crystal Palace fan, to clubs like Crystal Palace in the women's game and the inward investment that, for example, a club like Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal are able to bring in. Oh, Chelsea nearly scoring there on 68 minutes. Chelsea are now stepping up the gears. Yeah, so by them merging all the divisions together, in my opinion, could have helped bring in more investment, more bums on seats to people go and watch the Crystal Palace women team. Lucy Bronze now she's been trying to run off an injury, and she's and there's the Serena is in the at Wembley, and she's watching the players, so she's just seen Lucy Bronze go down injured there. I think she'll be pleased with the performance from Baltimore, from Chelsea's perspective. It's the way Lucy Bronze there. The thing is, Lucy Bronze, she's like, if she's got an injury, she'll carry on playing. And Serena Wigman there, up there, she's probably saying to herself, why don't you sub Lucy Bronze? You've got options on the bench. She's trying to run off an injury. So this is the inward investment that Chelsea have. It's on a different planet compared to other teams. So you got me going off the normality channel with Ryan Taylor. People, go and subscribe to that channel, please. Go and check it out. And for me, it's important that that gap between the teams that can attract inward investment in their women's platforms, in their football clubs, can be a little bit cascaded and even out on other. The reason why I say that is because if a club like Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, Manchester City play other teams, it attracts more people to come and watch women's football, to the live matches, and that's when the inward investment can then come in at clubs like Crystal Palace, I expect. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, the logo is like, yeah, I was like, really, but it's just we're 70 minutes into it, and oh, what's happened here? Hampson, oh, she's all right. She does get the ball, but she doesn't gather the ball. Hampton, Mallard. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe. I think I see Palace. Oh, this is going to be a yellow card here. George is getting a yellow card. There's some real strong challenges between both the Chelsea women's team and the Manchester United women's team here. In the first half, the second half, but it's not. It's just hard football, and I like to see this because it's a contact sport. So, you know, I'm of the old saying: if someone pushes you off the ball, well, get yourself up and then push them well back. Do you know what I mean? And this is the kind of intensity from both the Chelsea players and the Manchester United players. This is the Adobe Women's FA Cup final, so you've got to throw everything into it. You know, if you get nutmegged, you go back and you do it back to the person that's done it to you. You know, you're at the final, you're at Wembley, and look at all the players injured. They're just getting back up and running their injuries off. They don't want to come off. But having said that, you can see Serena Wigman there, seeing the Chelsea, the England Lionesses players picking up injuries, and she's saying, for goodness sake, just substitute him. You've got options on the bench, but maybe it's not as simple as that, probably. If Manchester United, they just lost a bit of that control that they started, that intensity of controlling the ball. Mallard there. Turlen. Oh, Golden has lost the ball and she's down. Is she all right? She's recovered that rib injury. Who do you think is the Ozan asks, who do you think has been the best WC player this season? Baltimore, Beaver Jones is an option there. For Crystal Palace, for me, I'm giving it to Hayley Nolan. I always give it to Hayley Nolan. No, I mean, she was injured for a lot of time of the thing. Yanis, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. And I'm saying that as a Crystal Palace fan. what Yannis has had to endure for Crystal Palace in goal this season. Um, you cannot put that into context. Um, um, she's been a rock for us at Crystal Palace. I cannot emphasize the trauma and the pain that I expect that the Crystal Palace women team, the Crystal Palace coaching staff have had to endure this season. Um, um, you could feel it, you can sense the pain, and they're now looking for a new manager. I know you mentioned the whole WSL, but I'm giving it to a Crystal Palace player, and I'm giving it to Yanis. Um, and but if you're thinking about other teams, Medina, she came back and she done one of those that performance that she did against Real Madrid. Not Real Madrid. Who was it? I can't remember what team it was, but she had an amazing. Beaver Jones has been substituted here. um, so the Crystal Palace goalkeeper Yanis, I'm giving her the best player. Captain is coming on. Look at the squad in there. They're bringing on Captain. You take off a superstar international and you bring on another one. This is Chelsea, and it's about squad in depth. And at the top end, Manchester United have done really well to, in my opinion, to finish third in the Champions League for next season. The owner of one of the owners of Manchester United is there, and also one of the and all the directors and are there as well. George has been taken off, and Sandberg is coming on there for Manchester United. Sandberg, watch out for Sandberg. She does make an impact when I've seen her come on as a substitute for Manchester United. And as I just said, she's an international and she's won silverware. So um, um, I like it when she goes up that left-hand side and she makes absolute havoc on the opponent. If you're new to the channel, please keep hitting the likes and subscribe. Big up to Henry Smith. Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Maybe you can watch this for free on the BBC iPlayer. Chelsea won, Manchester United 0 in the Adobe Women's FA Cup. And good interception there. Big up to Henry Smith. I'm still buzzing from yesterday. I hope you're still buzzing as well at your end. Right. we're 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 approaching the last 10 minutes. So I can see Mark Skinner with in deep conversation with his coaching staff there in the technical area. So he may bring on another substitution. They've already brought on Mallard and also Sandberg. So let's see what else happens. They might try something else as well. They're probably telling some players to just warm up and just be ready in case. I'd like to, as a neutral, I'd like to see another goal here and an equaliser from Manchester United. I think they deserved it from the start of the second half. But it's just a possession. The way Chelsea hold the ball, the way they pass it to within themselves. Everyone always seems to be, the Chelsea players, in more than 10 yards space. And great ball through down the middle, but it's not enough attacking. That's better for Manchester United there. If I was Mark Skinner, I would and the Manchester United owner and the directors are there, he'll he he should say to the owners or whatever, says, look, just get me a player that can score between 10 and 17 goals a season. Just get me this player if you can in the transfer. And there are players out there in European football that can do that. It's just finding the scouting and getting to bring them in. You see Lucy Bronze, she's shaken off the injury that she's had. There is another substitution. There's another two more substitutions coming on from Manchester United. I told you that the Mark Skinner was looking in discussion to potentially if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm going to quickly just check why they do this. Kari on the ball. Half-time, West Ham United 0, Nottingham Forest 1 in the Men's Premier League. Here, Cuthberg. Chelsea players always seem to know where to pass the ball to a player that's got no one around them. And they just control the game like that. They control the tempo of the game that way. And when they can play balls through the lines, the likes of Kira Walsh being able to pick a pass, it's or Cuthberg, Hampton, goal kick there. If you're new to the channel, please keep hitting the likes. Thank you for the 12 likes. Williams is going to come on for Serena Williams is actually in the stadium. I'm not sure if I don't know if she's a Manchester United or a Chelsea fan. I don't know. Be interesting. I don't know. So a double substitution now. 8 minutes of normal time to play. And Mark Skinner is having a word with these players. It's the last throw of the dice. And the Manchester United goalkeepers that is just sitting down, taking a little rest. while the managers please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. So Bissett's off, Williams is on, and Miyazawa is off, and Nausmug is come on. And there's Serena Williams, attendance of 74,000. Serena Williams is there with I think it's one of the daughters there. And glad to see her. We love her. And also her sister Venus, her sister Venus was the older of the sisters. And I've actually gone to see the movie about the three players. Recommended to go and watch it. Movie to go and watch. I enjoyed watching it. Like, subscribe, I think that's the goal kick for Manchester United. Ricardo is telling the referee that someone hit her on the throat. I don't know. Thank you for the 12 likes. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Goal kick here for Manchester United here. Sandberg, that's a foul. But that's good. That's good defending. That's strong defending there. Cuthberg and for Chelsea, and good duel there between Cuthberg and the Swedish international Sandberg, and great strong players on the ball, both of them, for clubs and for countries, for their respective countries. So Chelsea won. Baltimore's taking I think the player of the match for me is Baltimore. She's taking a free kick, she's taking a corner, she's taking a penalty, and she's caused havoc whenever she goes to forward. Oh, there's the second goal for Chelsea. A free kick by Baltimore and Macario, the Italian, and that is the FA Cup for Sonia Bombasta. How does anyone stop Chelsea? How does anyone stop Sonia Bombasta in the WSL or in the FA Cup? It's just, I don't know. There is a great atmosphere there at Wembley, in the Adobe Wembley Women's FA Cup, and Chelsea and Vicario scored a goal there for free kick here by Baltimore. Oh, she's just got in front of that. She's just got in front of Letitia. That's what, you know, what made that as well is the quality of the free kick by Baltimore. It was too far away for the Manchester United goalkeeper to come out and get for it. And even if Manchester United had somebody on the post, and there it is, and there's Sonia Bombasta celebrating and doing the thumbs up. She's won the FA Cup for Chelsea, and it's 2-0. And I did say there was more goals there. Get in there, says Normality Channel there. Listen, the Chelsea fans, it's important, as the commentators just saying there. Chelsea now, you've got the Manchester United boardroom there, the owners there. You've got the Chelsea board there as well, and they're going to keep spending. I expect, bringing investment into the platforms of the women's teams. I think Chelsea, this is the thing with Chelsea, they don't stop. They carry on. But you know what, credit to the Crystal Palace women team under Leif Gunnar Semerud. They didn't score more than one goal against Crystal Palace. That's right, I said it, in the FA Cup. Not in the WSL. Okay, I know how much they beat us in the WSL. Don't remind me, please. It hurts. Please give me the likes and subscribe at Diego Cibales, and having our captain sent off against Chelsea in the FA Cup, absolutely ridiculous. Even Helen Nolan getting a yellow card to trying to remind the referee to do her job properly, and like, oh my days. Yes. But Chelsea are well deserved their 2-0 lead, I have to say. They weathered the storm here at the start of the second half here. Credit to Manchester United. It's just the squad depth that Chelsea has. It's just, you take off a superstar and you just bring on another superstar on. It's just like, come on, man. Just have a day off. Oh, my days. Oh, nearly a through ball there by Manchester United. They're trying to walk the ball through, and they just couldn't get the shot away. No, Manchester with Millie Bright there in the Chelsea back line, Guillermo, Bjorn, all those. They won't. You won't be able to walk the ball through them. It has to be a quality. And Sam's Hampton comes out. The sun is in the eyes of Hannah Hampton, and she's been focused, concentrating, and it's no, she's a brilliant goalkeeper, not just for the club, but also when she gets the opportunity to play for the England Lionesses. Um, um, she could have a lot of quiet time as the goalkeeper of Chelsea, but when she needs to step up and do something crucial, she does that at Hampton in the Chelsea goal. But here comes Chelsea on the break again. Bakari on the left-hand side, cutting in on the right-hand side. Options. Baltimore now has gone into a bit middle and left. And, nearly good cut back there. Baltimore, look how she holds the ball. Oh, she's lost it. That's a foul. Baltimore's going to get a yellow card here. Ooh. She had to take a yellow card for the team there. But it is what it is. And just brilliant, Sandy Baltimore. Just brilliant. She's a good. She's just. she just grabs. She just grabs. Holds the arm of Ballard there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at DazN Palace. Literally, I think Chelsea literally got 3 teams in their squad. Not an A, B, C side. They've just got like 3 teams within a squad of players there. And it's like, oh my days. How do you stop them? So we'll have to wait and see what happens next year. I bet you next season we'll get Chelsea in the FA Cup again. Crystal Palace always seems to draw Chelsea in the FA Cup. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at DazN Palace if you are new. And Erin Cuthbert has been given the I'd go with that. I'll go with that. Eritha Cuthbert, she's been given player of the match. No, I'm giving it to Baltimore. I'm giving it to Baltimore because she's created more. She's done all the free kicks. She's done all the corners. Oh, there she goes. And there she's got her goal. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? The London clubs have done well this weekend at Wembley. Yes, Crystal Palace. Absolutely. I mean, yesterday and today, Chelsea ladies, they absolutely deserve it. I'm giving the player of the match to Baltimore. She scored a goal from open play. She scored a goal from the penalty. She's taken all the corners. She's taken all the free kicks. Like literally, she should be the player of the match. Cuthbert has been done absolutely magnificent, but she didn't have to step up and take a penalty at a crucial time of the match. It was Baltimore that did it. So to me, I'll give it to Baltimore. Look at that. That's a well taken goal there. Great to see the substitutes who were not able to get onto the pitch in the Adobe Women's FA Cup for Chelsea going over to celebrate with Baltimore. She scored 2 goals. She's taken all the free kicks, all the corners. She's caused all sorts of havoc down the left, down the right, cutting into the midfield there as well at times as a number 10, literally. And she took that penalty at a crucial time of the match. But Sonia Bombasta is about to do a triple substitution. Look at the free play. She's bringing 3 amazing football players onto the pitch. I mean, let's just have a rest. I was just going to get them. Baltimore, I will give her a round of applause. Yeah. 10 minutes of extra of added. What is it with this 10 minutes of added time? They gave 10 minutes to Crystal Palace men's team yesterday, and again at Wembley the day after. 10 minutes of added time. Unbelievable. But Baltimore's getting a round of applause. See, look, the whole stadium knows that Baltimore is the player of the match, but they've given it to somebody else. Nah, she's the player of the match today, all day long. This is why London offers the best football. It is. But you've got to watch out. This the City Lionesses. They've got a very strong investor. The City Lioness, City Lionesses. No, the City. What is it? The one that's just got promoted. They've got a very strong investor in there. So. Baltimore's off, Redden is on, Bronze is off, Rating is on, Cuthberg is off, Nusken is on. I mean, come on, man. Look at that squad in there. Of course, I'm jealous as a Crystal Palace fan. I mean, it's just that's taking liberties. I mean, you're there if you're a Manchester United fan out there at Wembley and you're looking at those triple substitution, you're 3-0 down and they're bringing those 3 players. You're thinking like, just have a day off, Chelsea, but they won't. They keep at it. And the Chelsea home fans are the Chelsea at Wembley, they're absolutely lapping it up. So both Manchester United clubs have had to travel to Wembley. And unfortunately, it's not been their weekend this year. So they're handing over the FA Cup title to I think it's a building process for Manchester United within their women's football team. They're in the Champions League ahead of Manchester City, who I think they've actually spent more than Manchester United in net spend, if I'm not mistaken. Absolutely great scenes there to Wembley. This is the London offers the best football. Yes, I would agree with that. Good commitment and support. I cannot emphasize the massive support that Chelsea fans have for the women's team in their club. Also, the Arsenal women football fans are immense in numbers, yeah, they do second consecutive seasons for more the London derbies next season. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I think it's going to be box office, like literally. And oh my god, Chelsea are going for a 4th. They're the best team in the Premier League. The best teams, I've said a long time ago. There is 4 best teams in Europe at the moment. No particular order. Barcelona, Chelsea, Leonese, and then the 4th one is a throw between Arsenal and Real Madrid, but I'm giving it to the Arsenal. So those 4 teams in Europe, the squad in depth that those teams have, the manager that they all have, oh my days. So the teams up at Manchester City, they've changed their manager this season once. Was it twice? No, the once. Manchester United, Liverpool. They need to keep working, building on the infrastructure. Don't forget that Newcastle United, they also have investment going that you will know who owns them. So so the potential for the northern women's football clubs to excel and to build on the foundations as they've already done so is immense. So but at the moment the pendulum is on the London clubs, as the normality channel with Ryan Taylor has said. Michelle Kang, that's the lady whom I was thinking of. Yeah, there's second consecutive seasons more to London. The normality channel with Ryan Taylor says, yeah, they do the second consecutive seasons for more of the London derbies next season. Prepare for Michelle Kang's London City's Lionesses. That's all. So I did get the name right. I just got into doubt. And oh my God, Macario, oh, they're going to get a 4th. Oh, they're going to get a 4th. Oh, they're walking it in. Oh, great defending, great goalkeeping there. And Alanis is to take on the rest of the WSL London clubs. Yeah, that's a game. That's a game changer. That's a game changer. What the lady who's invested in the London City Lionesses, and she's not like she hasn't just invested in that. She has got other investments around the world in women's football. So she clearly has a she's not just there to make up the numbers. Let's just put it that way. Michelle Kang is not just there to make up the numbers, and so it's but it will be a building, and it's still the same rule that the Crystal Palace women team had to endure this season. Team that finishes at the bottom will will go down. So for me, it'd be interesting to see the transfer window for the City Lionesses, how they what they do in the transfer window, and what kind of quality players they may bring in to give extra squad in depth for their team to be up against the likes of Chelsea. They're nowhere near in squad in depth, in my opinion, nowhere near to Chelsea. But my days, do they have someone serious at the top that knows and wants to build a legacy at that women's football club for the future? So it's going to be interesting. Big up to the Normality channel with Ryan Taylor there for that comment. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new manager, same Chelsea. Listen, Emma Hayes, and it's just the squad in there for Chelsea. The only thing that Chelsea have not won ever, if I'm not mistaken, is the Champions League, and it's Baltimore. It's been shown. I think Baltimore should get the player of the match, and that's it. Time's out. Chelsea have won, and Chelsea are the Adobe Women's FA Cup winners of 2025. A well-deserved victory for them. They've done the WSL. They've won the WSL. They've done the FA Cup. And Baltimore deserves to be player of the match for me all day long. Cuthbert has also been brilliant, but no, I didn't. Beaver Jones, they're celebrating there with Baltimore, and there's Millie Bright, they're celebrating there. And please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Glorious scenes there. Actually, it looks like Chelsea had the same side at and both teams acknowledging each other there. Great to see the manager. This is how you behave at the end of a final. You see Mark Skinner, the manager of Manchester United, going over to the Manchester United players and handshaking and saying congratulations and all that. Yesterday at Wembley, we also how Pep Guardiola, how the Manchester City fans, how Manchester United, Manchester City, Pep Guardiola behaved themselves yesterday. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Look how many trophies you've won. You turn up at Wembley and you're wearing a T-shirt and you don't even put a blazer on, Pep Guardiola. It's a special event. The FA Cup, show some respect. Don't diminish your legacy, Pep Guardiola. I have respect for what you've achieved as a manager for club and European clubs that you represented, but don't take the piss. Having a pop at our players at Dean Henderson, I'm not having that. Big up to I missed it. So this is Lana for the River, and congratulations. Oh, Ajita Majoran, I do apologize. I missed your comment. Congratulations on winning the FA Cup. I saw you in the highlights. Big up to Ajita Majoran. It was mad. It was absolute scenes. Big up to the television producer that was doing the crew for the BBC, Sky, and all the other networks. That was just scenes. I'm still on a high right now from what happened. I was at Wembley yesterday watching these celebrations. It was just mad. And there's a celebration for women's football there, improving levels there on match day. Great to see a full attendance there. Chelsea 3, Manchester. I've still got it as Chelsea 1 actually. That's Manchester 3. Great to see at Wembley. We're going to see the celebrations in a minute. The Manchester United players and the Chelsea players are in the huddle there. Thank you very much, Ajita Majoran. I hope you're doing well. Could 4-0 now be win the added time? Yeah, that's before the full time. Sorry, Henry Smith, I missed your comment there. And Ajita says, do you think Palace had a better season than Arsenal? Absolutely. We won an FA Cup. I just don't understand what Arsenal see in Mikel Arteta. I'm sure he's a good man, a good coach, a good manager, and all that jazz, but he had no pedigree. He had no experience before as a Premier League manager. And if anything, they've used him as a narrative to just qualify for Champions League. And he didn't when he first got there. I think it took 2 years to get there. And just forget about winning trophies. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's like, why does Arsenal go into the FA Cup? Why do they compete in the League Cup? Because the narrative of that football club has been for a long time, way before Mikel Arteta went there, to just be not even second best, just be in the top four. I don't understand that. I wish an Arsenal fan could just explain that to me, because I just don't get it, and I can see it as an outsider. And I think the penny's dropped, and that's why Ian Wright was saying there's no atmosphere at the Emirates. What there is an atmosphere right now is that the Adobe Women's FA Cup final, where Millie Bright and Kufberg are celebrating. They're all dancing to the music. They're all enjoying the moment, because it is their time to celebrate. The Chelsea fans are celebrating, watching their team become the Adobe Women's FA Cup champions of 2025, and they deserve it. They're the best team, but quite frankly, they've got the best. Squad in their fact there anyway. Do you think Palace had a better? Good question, Ajita. Yes. Arsenal just they don't. I mean, Arsenal try and do. Let's see what Kufberg it's been interviewed. Erin Kufberg is saying that it rounds up, or she says it tops a great season. She's brilliant for Scotland and for Chelsea. She's absolutely brilliant. But for me, the player of the match was, for me, Baltimore all day long. Alongside Cuthbert, but I think Baltimore edged it because she took that penalty. You have to step up and you have to take it and you have to bury the penalty, and Baltimore did that. I would say yes, but only just. Big up to Henry Smith. And Steve R says, if Forest win, they're still seventh, but Chelsea would need to win last game to be guaranteed. Draw, not enough. Manchester City win the last game, and Villa. I thought they still had 2 more games. Manchester City. Maybe I'm wrong. And Villa at Old Trafford. Oh, Villa going to Old Trafford. Oh, well, by then Ruben Amorim could be Europa League champions. The more I look into that Europa League final between Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, they've just lifted. They've just lifted. They've just lifted Sonia Bombasta, and they were going to throw her. And they threw her onto the pitch. And it was so funny. And they said they're roaring the crowd. That's Sonia Bombasta there celebrating. That was funny. That was hilarious. And they just threw her onto the pitch. She might have a hip problem now. No, I think she's all right. They are champions, Chelsea, of the. They are champions of the FA Cup now. Just like the Crystal Palace men were yesterday. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Ajit Majoran says means teams will win the Conference League, so that's quadruple for us. Yeah, it is. I just don't rate your manager, Ajit Majoran. I know you're a Chelsea fan, but I just don't rate Enzo Maresca. When I saw your Chelsea lose to Brighton 3-0, I was like, you need a new manager. I don't think it's a manager to take you back up to the Champions League and win you, but what do I know? Please keep hitting the likes. Man City do have 2 games, but City, out of the top 5, will want to win both. No guaranteed. Manchester United will take something from Villa. Last day looks promising. Uh, I Yeah, that's a fair point, Steve. But at the moment, I can't think of any Manchester United fan looking at the Villa game. They are just focusing on the Europa League. Um, but someone's going to lose and someone's going to win. I have no idea what's going to happen there. But I did predict that both Ruben Amorim and Ange Postecoglou will get those 2 teams to the Europa League final. And what gives me hope as well as a Crystal Palace fan, and even more belief, is that my Crystal Palace um, completely piped, got results, good results against Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur in the league. So if that's the kind of level of teams that are playing in Europe, and we can, walk over them, let's get into Europe and let's get a good foundation blocks there built in European football for Crystal Palace. And so you're looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Absolutely. What a great atmosphere there at Wembley. Both the Manchester United fans and the Chelsea fans created an amazing atmosphere at Wembley. And please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Thank you very much for watching today's watch along. And it is, 1 minute. Mm. There are the Manchester United players. They're going up to pick up their losers' medals, and um, it's slightly different now because the players do have to walk up and up the stairs, but then they go into like a little path to get up, so then they can go. So it's like a workout just to get back up to those up those steps and to go and receive your medal. And if you're a loser, it's probably even harder. But then you have to go through like another sort of mid staircase because it's Tony. It's a tough one for the Manchester United players there, but I think what they'll do is that they will take stock of what's occurred for them this season. But for Manchester United to finish in the top 3 Champions League, I think that's very important. And there's the Glazers there, acknowledging the players. There's the Chelsea owner and the Chelsea investors there. The camera's, I feel for her attorney there because the camera always zooming into her, and she gets a raw deal. I think she's brilliant. And go and check out her content creation on YouTube. She's brilliant. I don't care. I'm gonna shout it out because I think she's brilliant on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. If you can help me get to 2,000 subscribers, that would be amazing. Let me just get her channel up. She's done her last one yesterday, and she's done a book launch. Right, I'm going to share this one because I think it's brilliant. Oh shoot! I hope you don't hear that. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. This is Ella Tony's YouTube channel, and this is her book launch. Please go and subscribe to her channel and go and check out her content creation. She's absolutely brilliant content creator. Of course, she's an amazing football player as well. Hello. But I'm going to share you guys this one. It's sort of a day blog book launch, and please go and subscribe to. There you go. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And how do I? There you go. Go and check her out. I think she's amazing, and I think the media sometimes has to pop at her, and she just gets on with it. Just very good. Right, please hit the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Chelsea are Adobe Women's FA Cup winners. It's only Bombasta now going up to receive her winning medal, and she's acknowledging all the football fans, both Chelsea and Manchester United fans. And this is what Daniel 90, I think, said earlier on. This is what football is about, creating these kind of moments. And then as the Chelsea players have been led by Sonny Bombasta and going to pick up the trophy. But Chelsea this season have been the best team. It's just unquestionable. The scoring depth that they have is just formidable. If you're new to the channel, please keep hitting the likes and subscribe to Diego Palace if you are new. We got to Joe Ward, my captain. I hope he'll probably start on Tuesday. And it's going to be a very emotional match for him. But his last Crystal Palace match at Selhurst Park. And but today, the day belongs to Chelsea fans at Wembley. An amazing atmosphere, both by the Manchester United fans and the Chelsea fans at Wembley. And it's ended Chelsea 3, Manchester United 0. And Sonny Bombasta there acknowledging the owner and directors of Manchester United, and of course of Chelsea FC as well. And there's I think that's Serena Williams I don't know. I think that might be Serena Williams' daughter there. Would it? What? Would it's off? Sound is off. Oh, you can't hear me. Wood is off. Sound is off. You can't hear me. Oh shoot. And it's cutting in and out. Thanks for that demo. Hold on. Do you know what? I wonder if it's just overheating. I use an iMac to do this, an iMac. And sometimes you can hear the fan in the iMac in the background. I wonder if it's that. All right, then I'll leave it alone. Do you know what I tend to do is I just decrease the bright. Look, if I decrease the brightness, it goes dark. But because I remember from what I used to do before, if your Apple device, an iPhone, laptop, iMac, if it, yeah, the sound is breaking up. Oh man. Let me take that off anyway. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace. I've just reduced it. He's doing it again. Ooh. Chelsea home fans, Chelsea fans celebrating really bright, lifting the FA Cup for alongside Kira Walsh there. The Chelsea are the FA Cup, Adobe FA Cup winners there. Serena Williams there. I think her daughter was able to give a handshake to all the players there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace. There's all the Chelsea players now lifting the trophy they're all doing selfies and stuff like that with the trophy. So there's the Chelsea players all celebrating, lifting, and there's Serena Williams, most successful women's tennis player ever to live, I suppose. It's an understatement, I suppose. It sounds really choppy now. Oh, right. I might have to extend the stream then. But I might do that anyway, and then right, I'm gonna end that now there. Where's the there it is. Yeah, I think you're right, Steve. All right. Well, anyway, listen. Anyway, the match has finished now. Anyway, listen. A massive. What I can do, because then what time quickly? Yeah. It could be. It could be that. Right. Does that sound better now? I don't know. Yeah, I might have to upload a new one. But anyway, listen, what I'll do now anyway, because I need to have a break. What's the West? Oh, Nottingham Forest are winning 2-0, and Brentford are winning 2-1. Leicester winning 1-0 at 4:30. Good. So at 4:30, that's not 4, that's 5. 4:30. Um, I'll come back. Do you know what? I've got an idea. I'm going to try something actually. Hold on. Let me just take this off. Yeah, I'll start again in a minute. It has to be, because otherwise it's not going to work. What I could do is your wireless headphones or mic. No, it's just a Mac. No, it's just I'm using the iMac internal. That's what it is. I'm just using it's the iMacs. If you can hear me, I'm using the iMacs internal. I do know. I can sometimes hear this. It must have like a little fan in the background when it starts to overheat. But it's okay. Listen, because I've done the main feature was and it's ended 3-0. So what I'll do is I'll shut this one down, and then I'll start a new one for Arsenal versus Newcastle. So I'll be back in 30 minutes. But so big up to Alex Deason. Yeah, the sound is breaking up. Sounds really choppy. Oh Lord, it is what it is. Right, everyone. Thank you very much. A massive thank you to Typical Citizen, to LU Man, to Jordan Hyman, Damo 1168, to Daniel 90, to Alex Dixon, to YouTube Censors, free speech. Oh my days. Henry Smith, thank you very much. To Daniel 90, Steve RFC, the dog. Big up to the dog, to Ozan. Big up to Ozan there, Babak. And I think it was some other people. Yes, the Normality channel with Ryan Taylor. Thank you very much for dropping in and putting in your comments, but you're still celebrating there at your end. Big up to Ajita Majoran. Good to see you back. Hope you're doing well. And congratulations to your Chelsea that has now won the Adobe Women's FA Cup of 2025, of course, at Wembley against Manchester United. A very not comfortable, but a well-deserved win there for Chelsea. The squad in depth that Sonny Bombasta has at Chelsea, and also the abilities of Sonny Bombasta to get it over the line, it's just formidable in itself. Big up to Scott Woodley. Thank you very much for dropping in there. Is the sound okay now? Because if the sound's okay, then I won't. And what I might do is just go for a break and then leave it on. Up the Palace. Yeah. Does the sound sound okay? Or is it? So the numbers keep going up. Big up to Steve says Kairat game kicking off wearing wearing yellow and black at home. Up the palace for now. Always up. The Chelsea fans are doing this very much. They're holding up the FA Cup. The Chelsea fans at the bridge or whatever. And I have to say, by the end of the week, it could well be Arsenal fans. Listen to this. Listen. Arsenal fans. It could be that within a week, it is Chelsea have won the Women's FA Cup. They've got silverware. Chelsea men's team could be holding silverware in the Europa Conference League. Arsenal fans, listen to this. Listen, take notes. The Crystal Palace fans have lifted the FA Cup at Wembley. Arsenal fans, listen to this. The Crystal Palace fans had the best TPO. The Crystal Palace Ultras. We have the best TPO all day long. Arsenal fans, make notes. Listen to this. Crystal Palace lifted up trophies. Oliver Glasner, 1 year, boom, one trophy. You know, he hasn't spent 5 years and spent over £750 million. Nowhere near that. At Crystal Palace, boom, FA Cup with his own player. His new style of football within a year, boom, silverware. Arsenal fans, listen to this. On Wednesday night, on Thursday morning, the Arsenal fans, écoutez, listen up. You could be waking up to your worst possible nightmare. Tottenham Hotspur winning the Europa League final with silverware. Arsenal fans, listen to this. What are you going to do if Tottenham Hotspur win the Europa League final? Are you still going to stick with Mikel Arteta? Are you still going to give him another £350 million plus on top of the 750, 800 million that he's already spent? Arsenal fans, do you remember you knocked us out at the League Cup with that goal that was offside by Gabriel Jesus, and you were all giving each other high fives? Arsenal fans, listen to this. For those of you that are content and just happy about being third, fourth, second for the last 7-6 years, Arsenal fans, listen to this. Tottenham Hotspur fans could be holding a trophy on Wednesday evening on Thursday morning. Arsenal fans, listen to this. When you come to Selhurst Park, Arsenal fans and the Arsenal players, you're all giving each other high fives. You're like, hi, hi, hi. Well, I tell you what, Arsenal fans, Wembley is now the second home for Crystal Palace. Oliver Glasner, I said when he landed at Crystal Palace, he is the next Jurgen Klopp. Nobody listened. Arsenal fans, listen to this. On Thursday morning, on Wednesday night, you could be witnessing your worst possible, immanageable nightmare. Not 9 Elm Street, nightmare. Not nightmare at the Marshes in North London. Arsenal fans, the Tottenham Hotspur fans could be lifting silverware on Wednesday night. Where's your process now? Where is Mikel Arteta? Ian Wright was right. The Arsenal fans at the Emirates, they don't sing. They do a song at the beginning, like North London something, and they just sit there doing this for the rest of the match. They don't say anything. That's right. Handing out receipts to those Arsenal fans that look down at the Eagles. Have always been doing that. If you know, you know. Please hit like and subscribe. You sound croaky a bit. Right, I'm going to end it now. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Thank you, Diego. When are the Crystal Palace men playing Chelsea? No, it's not going to happen. They won't mix up football. Big up to Man Lutata. I hope you're doing well. They won't mix them up. I'm going to end it now because it sounds like there's might be something going on with the microphone. I'll be live in 30 minutes. So Thank you all. Thank you, man, Lutata. I will shut this stream down now and be back on a new at 16:30. For the Arsenal match. Right, thank you very much. Yeah, big up to you, Lutata there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Thank you very much for the 13 likes, and I'll catch you up in about half an hour. I've got to do the thumbnail for the next one anyway. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the Chelsea women's football fans, the Chelsea Football Club. You won your Adobe Women's FA Cup 2025 at Wembley today. And for me, Baltimore was the best player on the pitch. There was some amazing performance from other players, but for me, Baltimore was the best player on that pitch. Thank you very much for watching. Please set the notification bell on at Diego C. Palace. And if you can still hear me, I'll be back in about half an hour for the Arsenal versus Newcastle United. Thanks for watching. Take care. Catch you up in a minute. Thanks.